comment, like, and share this video. Don't forget to subscribe. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another video. Thank you so much for joining me. Achievers, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel so you can become a part of my community of achievers, and you will be notified each and every time I upload a new video. So you guys, thank you so much for joining me. Today I am doing Chick-fil-A. I left my Chick-fil-A bag over there, but I promise you guys, it's Chick-fil-A. You know it, look, the waffle fries, the little nuggets, and the little chicken strips, and the little chicken sandwich, just the original chicken sandwich. So, you guys, don't want to be committing any fraud. Nobody has time for that. So, you guys, like I said, welcome back to my channel. It seemed like it's been so long. I missed you guys. Anywho, I am going to say grace and I am going to get started because I am super-duper hungry, as Beloved can say. But no, I am really hungry, guys. So, Heavenly Father, I thank you for this food that I'm about to receive. May it be nourishment for my body. Bless the hands that prepared it. Bless the hands that served it. Bless the hands that has provided it. In your Son, Jesus' precious and holy name, Spirit, grace, and mercy, I pray. Amen. So, basically, I told you guys what I had when I showed it to you. I also have some Polynesian over here on the side. I got a little ketchup and a little mayo. So hope everybody's been doing okay. Like I said, it seems like it's been a minute. So I'm glad to be back in the presence of all my peeps, new and old. You guys, I had a taste for some Chick-fil-A. So I was out paying bills and running errands. And bam, there was a Chick-fil-A. So I decided to go out. I'm going to do some mayo on my fries too. Anybody else like ketchup and mayo on their fries? So I'm going to mix that in together. Well, I'm going to put them side by side. So I don't think I've seen you guys since Valentine's Day, right? I don't even think I saw you guys like Valentine's Day. No, because I usually put out videos on like Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays, and I think Valentine's Day was on a Friday. Anyway, mine was really nice. The babies was nice. Hubby's was nice. It was just a really nice Valentine. I got so much stuff. Roses, candy, you know, the usual stuff. The baby got stuff. Hubby got stuff, balloons. It was just really nice. But, yep. Hope yours was good. If it wasn't, it's okay. Today is a new day. Make it great. Y'all can't see the ketchup, but I got ketchup and mayo on my waffle fry. Y'all, let me open up this Polynesian. So I got some good stuff for Black History. Black History Month that I pulled up on the PBS website. PBS, the educational channel system. I'm going to set my Polynesian right here. Here you guys go. Ah! Take a bite. Oh. Mmm. I'm late on my video, guys. But yesterday was President's Day. It was Monday, President's Day. So y'all want another bite? You know, a lot of stuff was closed. School was out. My shirt is looking raggedy. Forgive me, guys. The banks were closed. But daycare was closed. So Sidekick was on with me. And we just basically did nothing. Stayed in our pajamas all day. Nice. Trying to mix my ketchup and mayo a little bit more. It's so good on these fries. On any fries. Mm. Oh. So, I had done a video and I was doing a Black History fact. And the lady I was doing it on was Mrs. Leontine Price, but I was saying her name wrong. Leontine Price, and I was saying Leontine. Why? I don't know. Just crazy. Just didn't know any better. I really didn't know about, remember learning about or knowing about Miss Price. So, me pronouncing her name wrong, guys, that was just out of ignorance, and I apologize. But I be messing up names of regular people. I mean, just not like regular people, but words and names that sometimes I just can't pronounce. Did I give y'all a bite of the nugget? Y'all don't want none of this one, because I don't bit off of it. Let me find y'all another one. This one looks good. I want it without sauce. Or with sauce. Take a bite. Doesn't it look good? Chick-Fil-A. So, I wanted to make sure I publicly apologize to Miss Price for jacking up her name like that. My last name, I know the feeling, because my last name get jacked up so much. And my husband told me before we got married, he was like, when you get my last name, people gonna mess it up. I was like, oh, nah, it's easy. He was so right. So right. At first, I would be like, it's Friesen, not Friesen. But most of the time, people pronounce it Friesen. but it's Friesen. You know, when they call me Miss Friesen, that's me. But seriously, a public apology to Mrs. Leontine Price. African American, broke through on the opera scene many, many years ago. One of the first. Beautiful voice. Oh. I'm going to eat a little bit more, you guys. I'm not going to be before you long. But I went on the PBS website, pbs.org, and found 10 little known Black History Facts. You know, we always say they're little known, but by the time these articles were written, they probably were. But a lot of them now are more, or are known, are well known. Mm-hmm. One for fries. I only had one pack of ketchup and one pack of mayo. Well, that's all good. I got plenty of Polynesian. Oh, to drink, I have some Chick-Fil-A lemonade. Love, love, love Chick-fil-A's lemonade. Yes. All right, you guys. Take a bite. Take a bite. Take a bite of the chicken sandwich. Y'all can have a bite first. I got a little mayo up there. So I hope y'all like mayo. Okay. So good. Can y'all believe we are already halfway, more than halfway through February? Already. I know it's a short month, but it's just like, to me it seems like it's moving really, really quickly. You open up another Polynesian. Yep, so like I was saying, guys. Went on pbs.org. Found 10 little known Black History Facts. I'm not going to do all 10 of them. They're short articles, but I'm not going to do all 10, so I'm just going to pick a few of them. And I'm going to read them. And again, this is, the information I'm getting is from pbs.org. So I got to make sure I give them their credits, because this is not my own work. I'm getting it from the Information Highway. the World Wide Web. Mm. Mm. And I was watching, here guys, I was watching Eat with Q. And I like what she said about Black history. Black history is not just Black history. It's American history. And I want to add, it's not just American history, it's world history. It's world history. You know, let me read this to you guys about Black History Month and how it came about. Because I like what this article says about Black History Month. Y'all, I'm going to dip my sandwich in this Polynesian just to see how it tastes. Y'all know we always doing crazy stuff. You know, Polynesian is sweet and tangy and all that good stuff. But time is winding down, you guys, so let me go ahead and do my Black history. Okay, talking about, excuse me, did y'all see that? Did y'all see that food fly out my mouth? I'm sorry. All right. History is often reduced to a handful of memorable moments and events. In Black history, those events often include courageous stories like those of the Underground Railroad and historic moments like the famous I Have a Dream speech by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. But these are only a few of the significant and important events to know and remember. So in an effort to honor this expansive and growing history, Black History Month was established by way of a weekly celebration in February known as Negro History Week by historian Carter G. Woodson. Yes. But just as Black history is more than a month, so too are the numerous events and figures that are often overlooked during it. Excuse me, what follows is a list of some of those lesser known, in quotation marks, moments and facts in Black history. So you guys, I'm going to give you all 10 that they gave me, but I'm not going to read all 10 articles, okay? But I will pick a couple of the articles to just expound on through with the actual paragraph with the article that's written here on the PBS website. Okay, so before there was Rosa Parks, this is number 1. There was Claudette Colvin. I hope I'm saying her name right. Colvin. Claudette Colvin. And she, wait a minute. Let me go ahead and give them all to you. Excuse me for a second, y'all. I don't know why my nose went around today. Martin Luther King Jr. improvised the most iconic part of his I Have a Dream speech. I did not know that. I did not know he improvised it. You all know what improv is, because I do it all the time on my on my channel. I just don't do scripts, and I did not know that he improvised most of the I Have a Dream speech. Just off the top of his head. Come on, guys. Did you all know that? Let me know down in the comments. Please let me know. The third one, inoculation was introduced to America by a slave. Now, I do want to read this article. So I'm going to come back to this one. I know this is going to be one. Inoculation. I'll explain to you guys what that is in just a second. Okay? So the earliest recorded protest against slavery was by the Quakers. And guess what year, you guys? 1688. So there have been protests against slavery for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years, y'all. It didn't just start in the 60s, okay? Or in the 1800s during the Civil War and all of this. But the Quakers started, the first known recorded protest against slavery was by the Quakers in 1688. Quaker history, you guys, this is just my opinion, but history of the Quakers is interesting. I remember taking a course when I was in college. I think it was a religious course. I had to take a religion. You know how you got to take certain courses, and religion was one of the courses that I had to take. And we did study on the Quakers, and it was really really interesting. So if you guys want to check out some Quaker history, okay? But listen to this, you guys. Of the 12.5 million Africans shipped to the New World during the transatlantic slave trade, fewer than 388,000 arrived in the United States. Okay? So, I mean, it just wasn't the United States. United States got a very little number, a small amount of slaves from the transatlantic slave trade. Fewer than 388,000 out of 12.5 million, guys. Only 388,000 made it over here to America. So they were everywhere. That's why I say Black history is not just American history, it's world history, because we're everywhere. Okay, the next one, the diverse history of historically Black colleges and university. Diverse history. You guys know what diverse means, okay? That's like different cultures and everything. But a lot of people don't know the history of the diversity of historically Black colleges and universities. So this is probably going to be one that I read too. Okay, so let me breeze on through these guys because time is rolling. 1 in 4 cowboys was Black, despite the stories told in popular books and movies. 1 in 4, guys. 1 in 4. Esther Jones was the real Betty Boop. Yes, the iconic cartoon character Betty Boop was inspired by a Black jazz singer in Harlem, Miss Esther Jones. The next one, the first licensed African-American female pilot was named Bessie Coleman. Yep. I think she was from Texas. Let me see what it says. Yeah. Born in Atlanta, Texas in 1892. Licensed African-American female pilot. Go, sister. All right. So we know this story about the Loves. There was a movie on their life. Interracial marriage in the United States was banned in 1664 and not overturned until 1967. So they banned it way in 1664. Interracial marriages have been going on since forever, guys. Let me get a little more bite to eat because my sandwich getting cold. Y'all know we all mixed up in there. Races have been mixing probably since the beginning of human life. Mm-hmm. Yep. Know your history. Oh, I done messed up their name. The interracial couple I was talking about, their last name is not Love, it's Loving. Remember the movie? Even though I remember Mrs. Loving saying that she wasn't actually African American, but she was more Native American. So she, was sometimes like correct people like, she's not African American. She's not African. She was from a tribe, a Native American tribe. I remember seeing that somewhere. I don't know if it was in the movie or what. Okay. So I think that was 10. All right. And if you guys want to celebrate Black History Month with PBS, join them in February and all year long as they celebrate Black history in all of its facets. From musical performances to Oscar-nominated documentaries to profiles of individuals who forged new paths in science, civil rights, sports, and so much more. Go to pbs.org and catch up. I love pbs.org. We all grew up with PBS, always educational and everything. And PBS has always seemed to be really diverse, so I really love PBS. No, they're not sponsoring this video. I'm just giving them their props. Okay, guys, so that should have been 10, Living on Black History Facts. So, the one I wanted to talk about, the diverse history of historically Black colleges and universities. Let me read this article real quick, and then I'm going to read one more, guys, and then I'm going to be out your hair. But while Jewish and African American communities have a tumultuous shared history when it comes to the pursuit of civil rights, there is a chapter that is often overlooked. Jewish Americans and African Americans, treated without dignity and stuff. Our histories are very, very similar, okay? So in the 1930s, when Jewish academics from Germany and Austria were dismissed from their teaching positions, many came to the United States looking for jobs. Remember, during the Holocaust and Hitler and all of this stuff, the Jews were stripped of their history. They're just like African Americans, okay? So we all know about the Holocaust and all the things that were going on in Germany at the time and Austria. But anywho, many of them came to the United States looking for jobs. These were teachers. But due to the Depression, xenophobia, and rising anti-Semitism, many found it difficult to find work. But more than 50 found positions at HBCUs in the segregated South. Originally established to educate freed slaves to read and write, the first of the historically Black colleges and universities was Cheney University in Pennsylvania, established in 1837. So by the time Jewish professors arrived, the number of HBCUs had grown to 78. At a time when both Jews and African Americans were persecuted, Jewish professors and the Black colleges found the environment comfortable and accepting, often creating special programs to provide opportunities to engage Blacks and whites in meaningful conversation, often for the first time. So in the years that followed, the interests of Jewish and African American communities increasingly diverged, but this once shared experience of discrimination and interracial cooperation remains a key part of the civil rights movement. Yes. And of course, I went to an HBCU, NCCU, North Carolina Central University, Eagle Pride. Yes, love my alma mater. Love it. Love it. And yes, diverse. My professors, diverse from everywhere, everywhere. White, black, African, Jewish, you name it. As are our colleges and as they should be. Education has no color. Knowledge has no color. So it doesn't matter what you look like. If you have something to bring that is going to inspire someone, help them through life, it doesn't matter what color you are, as long as you're genuinely bringing the truth. Now, the second one I wanted to read you guys for Black History Month is inoculation was introduced to America by a slave. You guys know what inoculation is? I didn't either when I first read the article. So let me just give you a little bit about Onesimus. Onesimus. Okay? Now, few details are known about the birth of Onesimus, but it is assumed he was born in Africa in the late 17th century before eventually landing in Boston. One of 1,000 people of African descent living in the Massachusetts colony, Onesimus was a gift to the Puritan church minister Cotton Mather from his congregation in 1706. So Onesimus was a gift. He was a slave that was given to this minister, this Puritan minister, Cotton Mather, by his congregation. And like I said, this was in 1706. So Onesimus told Mather, probably M-A-T-H-E-R, me and these names. Onesimus told Mather about the centuries-old tradition of inoculation practiced in Africa. Centuries before it came over here to America, okay? By extracting the material from an infected person and scratching it into the skin of an uninfected person, you could deliberately introduce smallpox to the healthy individual, making them immune. Inoculation, vaccination, vaccines, okay? Introduced in here in America by Onesimus, a slave from Africa who told his master about the centuries-old practice of this procedure. Y'all, I got serious there for a minute, didn't I? I am serious. I'm serious about history now. All right, so considered extremely dangerous at the time, Cotton Mather convinced Dr. Zabdiel Ballaston to experiment with the procedure when a smallpox epidemic hit Boston in 1721 and over 240 people were inoculated. Opposed politically, religiously, and medically in the United States and abroad, public reaction to the experiment put Mather and Ballaston's lives in danger, despite records indicating that only 2% of patients requesting inoculation died, compared to the 15% of people not inoculated who contracted smallpox. So Onesimus's traditional African practice was used to inoculate American soldiers, during the Revolutionary War, and introduced the concept of inoculation to the United States. Inoculation, vaccines do the same thing. Okay? So that was it, guys. Just to recap, before Rosa Parks, Claudette Colvin, Dr. King ad-libbed or improvised, just came up off the top of his head most of his I Have a Dream speech. What else we talk about? Inoculation. Protest against slavery by the Quakers. Earliest recorded, Earliest recording, I guess that's the same as the first. Protest against slavery was by the Quakers in 1688. Only 388,000 of the 12.5 million slaves, I'm sorry, they wasn't slaves. Africans that left Africa, headed to the New World. Only 388,000 of the 12.5 million came to America. 388,000 out of 12.5 million. The diversity of historically black colleges and universities. 1 in 4 cowboys was black. Don't let nobody tell you different. Matter of fact, it is believed that the real Lone Ranger was inspired by an African-American man named Bass Reeves. All you Western lovers, know your history. Esther Jones, the real Betty Boop. Bessie Coleman, first licensed African-American female pilot. They said licensed now, so that doesn't mean that it wasn't other African-American women flying. She was just the first license that we know of. Interracial marriage, banned in 1664, and not overturned until 1967, guys. That was just right around the corner. Do you guys realize that? Just overturned in 1967. All right, you guys. Thanks so much. Thanks so much for joining me today. Like I said, I missed you guys, but don't forget to comment, like, and share this video with anyone that you think might be just a little bit interested in what I got going on over here on my channel, When Life Bites. All right, you guys. I'll see you soon with another video. Comment, like, and share. I love you guys so, so much. Stay blessed. Just make sure you just encourage yourself, build yourself up, live in as much positivity as possible, because when life bites, you have to bite back. Love you guys. Peace.